Greetings everybody and welcome back to Daddy the Granddaddy plays Vampire Survivors. Playing on the beta branch in here, and we have a new character called Pagnala. Pagnala is a very good character from my first impression. And we're gonna see why exactly that is. We're gonna play him on the, I think at the moment, hardest map in the game. So as you can see, we're starting off with two weapons over here. These two. And we will see them reach their full potential. And I'm really looking forward to. The very observant people among you might have noticed that we also have this banish option over here. And in fact, I'm gonna use it right now. So now I have the option to banish one of these items. I'm gonna choose the weapon here. And now it will never appear ever again on the loot tables. Now, the smart money would have been to just use it on one of the birds, because I hate those. But, you know, I want to have some fun with it. And I think going for the birds later will actually fit into the theme of this run. So we are going to get them whenever that ends up being convenient. Laurel or crown? I actually want one of these. I'm going to go with the laurel, because survival is fun. Because staying alive makes me feel happy. It makes me feel alive again. What can I say? What can I tell you? It's just that simple. But yeah, my two weapons. One of them fires the red pebbles, the other one fires the blue pebbles. And there's going to be an evolution. Feel free to guess what the item that enables the evolution is going to be. It's probably not what you think it is. It definitely was not what I thought it would be. But I was pretty okay with it when I saw it, and it's... I would not say it makes sense, but it will feel reasonable when it occurs. I'm gonna take a duplicator with me too. More projectiles and everything we do. That's some high value duplicator in here, because we actually have two weapons that immediately make use out of it, just by starting to play this character. I'm not entirely sure how those will factor into the finished weapon. But I heard other people in the Discord say that it works, so you know, we're gonna see. We're just gonna wait and see. Now, fight the sparrow, yes sir. Actually, I'm not sure which one of these I want. I also want the spinach in here. You know what, let's actually go. Let's actually go grab that. It's still extra damage. But it will also just... make RNG work a little bit better for us in the later stages of the game, just by already having an item that we already want. And there is Labora. Well, not Labora, but it might end up becoming Labora later down the line. So we might as well take it as it is. And I think now we just focus on the damage items we have, make them as strong and powerful as we can. And eat some chicken along the way. There's a lot of bats on the screen, a lot of big and small ones. And there is another bird upgrade. Now it passes through two enemies, which is exactly what I want. I'm not entirely sure if it's good to just upgrade them evenly, or focus on one over the other, especially if they are both shown to you at the same time. For the moment, I just take it as it is. And you know, if a duplicator shows up, we're gonna take the duplicator. I like how momentum actually looks like it's factoring in to how these pebbles fire. It reminds me of the Binding of Isaac, which is probably one of the few games where that really felt noticeable. There's a stone mask, but we don't want that. Also an interesting item where I would not have mind to just banish it. But I just decided to do it for the whip, and I ain't having no regrets. So far, so good. There's a chest, but I want to fight this boss man up in here too. There's also another chicken. Let's remember that that chicken is there, because I got a feeling that we might need it. There's an attractor. We want that attractor for the Labora later down the line. And also because it helps us farm. We're already at level 12. Already? I feel like we have not getting all that much levels in here so far. But we are slowly but steadily getting there. There's an upgrade on the blue boy. Come on, boss man, just bite the dust, would you kindly? Enemies in this biome have 50% more HP, and it shows. It shows. It really shows. Come on, guy. Go down. Be a good boy and go down. There's another upgrade, and there you go. There's an upgrade on the attractor, but it's not bad. Levels are actually kind of important for us in here because we will deal extra damage just for having them. But at the same time, you know, levels, more upgrades, more power potential, maybe more defense too, depending on how we play it. It's very, very good. We don't want to miss out on any of that potential. Nice. Could have used that when we were fighting the boss too, but I take it. I take it when I get it. Could go for the lightning ring as well. But I don't think it really fits the idea I'm having for this run right now. But I kind of could. We could. You know what? Sure, let's do it. Bringing the thunder and the lightning in here. There's another chicken over there. Just a lightning striking down over there. We don't care. And more of the Santa water. There's some chicken just lying on the ground. Ready for the taking. Keep fighting, the good fight up in here, but we're looking fine. There's more spinach. Clock Lancet, I don't hate it, but I don't want it right now. Not gonna lie, I really like Laurel and Clock Lancet as items. I think they're very cool. And it's nice that these non-damage related items have a space in this game that is mostly about killing things as fast as possible. But the fact that they are incremental, there we go, the tiramisu, we need this. The fact that they are incremental parts of the death kill strategy, which is just the most annoying thing this game has to offer, actually made them feel a little bit less exciting for me. I still haven't gotten the death kill yet. I tried it every now and then, but every time I do, I just want to stop. I just want to stop. Because that's effectively what you're doing, right? You're not even playing the game, you're just standing there, waiting for good times to come your way. But they never do, because you get screwed by RNG. I actually had one run where I was like, okay, I think I killed Death in here. I saw him go down, there was one less Death around than there should have been. And I did not get the red mask. I didn't get it, and I felt so wronged. Oh well, can't be helped. That all being said and done, almost at level 20. And that is going to mean another percent. We are still getting money just lying on the ground in here. And we are slowly but steadily rising our power level. Kind of feel like level 50 is going to be a turning point, because at that point our passive will have given us 50% extra might, which should basically, at least to a degree, negate the extra 50% HP that enemies have in this map. And that, I think, is incredibly valuable. There's a power scaling advantage that next to no other character has, I think. Antonio definitely gets also up to 50% every 10 levels. He's basically a light version of this character. And, I mean, of course there's Popa. She just scales insanely well, but with duration set of damage, which is still very, very good for the right items. But, compared to... Well, I don't even know what her name is. Compared it to the girl that just gets 30% extra XP and starts with a wand. Apparently she's a pretty okay character, but I never really felt like it. I feel like her early game is just too weak, especially in a day and age where curse is a mechanic that exists in this game. There's more of this. I'm actually kind of contemplating about whether Bracer could be good for this or not. And would like to find out, but that is a question for another day. Let's try to keep the damage we take to a minimum, and also try to take down this boss man. Take down the boss man over there. Because he might drop something good for us. There's another bird upgrade. Just what the doctor ordered. He actually died. He died off screen. I wasn't even there for it. But I still appreciate it. And it's another big chest. With a lot of damage packed into it. I'm gonna lie, our chest RNG has been pretty good so far. I am very happy for it. Very, very happy indeed. So far, so good so far. Slow some enemies up in here. Don't think we really needed to, but we are going to do it anyway. Getting very close to have them both at level 8. I forgot if this map has upgrade chests available from the very beginning, or if they only pop in after 10 minutes. Kind of would like that mechanic to be uniform across all maps. Just because it would help me remember. Okay, there we go. Now, all of the pebbles are at maximum damage capacity. And as you can see, it really shows. Early game we were struggling a little bit because we were also picking some no damage or low damage items. But looking at this now, it kind of behaves if we just walk like this. It kind of behaves like Song of Mana, and that it has a lot of verticality going on. But it also fires to our back. It's pretty neat. Okay, another lightning upgrade. We're gonna take that too. There's a red gem, and of course I want that in my life. The final spinach upgrade, huh? I also don't mind having a Candle Labrador. But for the moment, let's just increase our damage even further. These options are not exactly exciting to me, though. There's another tiramisu, we need that. And in here, another laurel. Here. Those revives are very valuable in here, and I don't want to give them up. So laurel to just help us stay alive, I think is a very worthwhile investment. I would also love to have the tome that gives us cooldown reduction. So here's me hoping that that is going to pop in for us sooner rather than later. Those bats are also pretty sturdy, and there's a boss in there. So let's see if we can deal with them accordingly. It's kind of hard to get the proper momentum in there without just moving straight into one direction. Alright, open up the chest. It's another one of those, which is good. We need those. We're gonna go for... I'm gonna go for the laurel. And we're almost at the 10-minute mark. I hope there's gonna be another boss immediately spawning in, because I am waiting anxiously for my upgrade. For my upgrades, we actually not do for multiple ones. We can only get the one for the newest weapon. So that's very good. That's actually very good for us. So there we are. There we are. We're a little bit in a tight spot. Quite literally so, because all these flowers encasing us. We can't just leave. They don't deal that much damage. We can't just leave. Another Santa water. Gracefully accepted. Shoot him down, shoot this fool. Come on, chameleon. Nice. Actually took some damage there, that's bad. That's not nice, that's very unnice. It's one of the unnicest things I've ever seen. Okay, there we go. And there is the new upgraded weapon. Union of Fiera, Dare to Fellow, and Right Hand of the something. And this is what it looks like. We turned our pebbles into a multi-directional laser. So apparently the way it works is that it scales with revives. And apparently revives give you one extra projectile on this for every revive you have. And it also scales apparently projectiles, so I can't say for sure, but this is what our life has now become. Multi-directional lasers. It's gonna be even better if we get the tomb that reduces our cooldowns. That is the thing that I am really looking forward to get. So here's me hoping that it will pop in. And as you can see, it was in Union, so we now have one more weapon slot freed up because they now share one space. I'm actually not entirely sure that this is better than just having the pebbles from a pure damage perspective. But it definitely looks cool and has great AoE damage potential, so I will never complain about having this. I cannot. I will not complain. Actually, there's one small complaint that I just now realize. And it might actually impact my other weapon choices for this. So what I just realized is... First of all, we are dying. Second of all, we're not dying. We're gonna stay alive forever. Because there's chicken just lying on the ground. And thirdly, there's actually a space between where the lasers spawn and where I stand. So if enemies are getting in between there, I'm going to have a bad time. And I don't want to have a bad time. I would prefer to have a good time. So I was kind of contemplating getting the birds in here. But maybe going for a combo that helps us have a bit more spacing could be cool. But I ain't going to do that. Let's go hard on them birds. There's the tomb. That's exactly what I wanted to see. Can already tell we're firing a lot faster now. A whole lot faster. But we are not done yet. We are not quite done yet. No, sir. There's more to come. Much, much more to come. Just keep on running. Just keep on picking up all the XP on the ground. And there's another chest. That should be Labora, right? It is the Labora. Let's go. We actually have none of the passive items that make Labora stand out. We don't have extra movement speed. We don't have extra size. We don't have extra duration. And I barely care. I barely care. I actually think I'm gonna pick up the bracer in here as my last item. Because I want to see how that's going to interact with the lasers. I want to see how that's gonna go for us. I have high hopes that it will interact with it the way I hope it will. But there's only one way to see. There's the bracer. Let's go. I think it has gotten a little bit faster, hasn't it? Might be my imagination, but I think it is spinning a little bit. A little bit more pronounced now. There's another bird. They're still so disappointing though. But we're gonna make it work. There's another bracer. We still look for the other bird, the peach one. The dove. Oh man, what a wonderful world that would be if we were just to never see it. Ever. There's another empty tomb. Blessed. Feels good. Looks good. Looks good. Feels good. Getting really, really strong. And there's another ebony wings upgrade. Hell yeah. I'm gonna have to save how many experience there's lying on the ground. I actually wouldn't have been opposed to the tractor upgrade either. I'm gonna take it in here. Definitely gonna take it in here. And it's good. It's real good. And yeah, we're actually approaching level 46. And it really shows that the deeper we are going in on this, the more it seems like we are just able to deal with everything a lot easier. It was a little bit of an uphill struggle early on, but we have gotten through the worst. We stuck to our guns. And now we are in it to win it. Yeah, feels good. There's another tomb. It makes our lasers pop in even faster. It makes everything we do a lot faster, so that's nice. There's another ebony wings. There's another ebony wings, but I also want the empty tomb ASAP. And more ebony wings. Bless. And as you can see, now the laser's just permanently active, and it's a sight to behold, isn't it? That's exactly why I wanted to have that tomb. It feels so good. Now I really want to know what happens if you get this setup on Christina. Because she has even more cooldown reduction than this guy. This guy has just the baseline amount. But Christina gets 25% extra on top of all of that. So she must just maybe even spawn multiple lasers at once. Wouldn't that be cool? Wouldn't that be the dream? I kind of feel like it would be. Getting very good and fast progress here on our birds. It doesn't take much more than that, and then we will have them complete. Do we have them? We have them. Let's open the chest. There we go. Vandalier. Now we have 2 union items, and have freed yet another item space that I honestly have no idea how to fill it with. I really have no idea what to put in there. We're gonna make something up as we go, I think. Still need the lightning ring upgrades. And yeah, I think I noted it there. Bracer really makes them spin around faster. All them lasers. It's pretty neat, isn't it? Gurgles down in a moment. There's another lightning ring, and I gracefully appreciate it. And down she goes. We're gonna wait for one more lightning ring upgrade before we pick that up, so we can get that in here as well. There's Vandalier again, and there's the lightning ring. Open up. And there we have it. Alright, looking at our items, we could go for quite a few things in here, actually. We have the spinach, so we could go and gather some fireballs. We have the tome, so we could go for the wand, but why would I, though? And we have the bracer, so we could have gone for the knife, but remember, we erased that from existence. So that's not a thing that we can do no more. We could also decide to just go for an item that doesn't really necessitate having another evolution. Like, we could go for the clock if we really wanted to. And in fact, maybe we should do that just to see how much damage potential our setup has against death. Oh, we actually didn't erase the knives. What did we erase? Was it whip? It might have been whip. I think we did erase the whip. Could also go for the King Bible just to help us have a bit more protection, just to prevent enemies from getting too close to us. Yeah, you know what, let's do it. I also feel like Book is one of those items where you don't really need to have it fully upgraded. To me, it feels like there's not that much of a difference between the upgraded version and the regular one. There we go. Bring in the books. They're gonna keep us safe. Reading books saves life, guys. It's the honest-to-God truth, I'm sure. We can just open this chest, right? We already have everything we need and want, and now it's just about maxing out stuff, staying alive, and killing more stuff. Vandalier over there still doing God's work. We're about halfway through this entire scenario, and we are almost fully stacked up. There we go. Vandelier's not fully done as well. And I gotta say, man, I just really love how these lasers look and feel. They make me happy. They give me honest-to-God happiness. I'm not sure if I could just go and walk straight into one direction in here safely or not. I don't think I can pull it off, and I don't really want to. I want to get more experience to give us more levels. I'm gonna use those levels to make us even stronger still. Of course, the enemies are also just getting more HP in the process. But who's counting? Who is counting indeed? Can my Laboras actually reach me like this? Looks like they can, but because we have not invested into durability, into duration, they are not lasting that long. Labora really scales insanely well with duration and size. Probably one of the, if not the best item when it comes to that. And we do not mind. We do not mind having them, because Labora is still gonna do us some good, just as it is. And on top of all of that, this run is not about the Labora. In terms of damage potential, it hurts that the item that you need to upgrade the birds is Tiramisu. I don't pick it up a lot, because it is a very defensive item that I hope I never need on a run like this. And I would just rather pick something that actually does increase my killing potential. But with all that being said and done, we are still doing pretty well here for ourselves. Now the big question is, how would this weapon feel if we were to use it on a character that does not get over 80% extra damage just for being this character? That is a question that we may or may not find out at some point. Or that someone is going to find out. But at least for the moment, it's doing God's work. And another thing about this laser is not just the damage it deals. It's also the fact that it just has great coverage. I can just stand here and all these enemies will get damaged no matter where they are. There's no run for a hide. They are always going to be in for a wall of hurt. To which I say, better them than me. Absolutely better than me. How many lasers do we have? I think it's 10 in total. We have 2 extra projectiles from... Yeah, we have 2 extra projectiles from the duplicator. We have 1 extra projectile just from the bonus, from the upgrade. And we have 3 revives in total. So that will make for 6 lasers. So assume that all of that is true. That those are actually translated into projectiles. If we were to not have any of those, we would only have 4 lasers, which would make this weapon substantially worse. And it also just, you know, increases my investment towards the idea of not dying, because I don't want to lower damage potential that way. I really don't wanna. On the other hand, imagine we would have this on one of the characters that gets 3 extra projectiles for free. Even more lasers, man, that sounds beautiful to me. That sounds incredibly beautiful to me. Apparently these weapons, these birds pre-evolutions of this, apparently they have a very low rate of actually spawning in, so it's gonna be hard to get this set up on any of the other characters. But I feel like, at least for some characters, there's definitely some worth in trying to get it. There's also the bone and the cherry bomb, which are incredibly rare items that I would love to see a bit more regularly, especially the bone. I feel like if the bone were a bit more readily available, it would definitely help with depth setups being ever so slightly less annoying. But that's a pipe dream. That's a pipe dream. There's a bunch of money and I gracefully accept it. Thank you very much. Kind of feels like we are a catastrophe. There's water everywhere, as if we are flooding the space. We got birds bringing plague and destruction. Lightning is striking down pretty much every second. And now there's green Power Rangers in here with me. Not a fan. And yeah, of course, every good apocalypse also comes with a light show. Just part of the course. It has to happen. But yeah, I kind of felt like I might have started to feel pressured in here at this point in time. I'm not. I am still feeling pretty peachy in here. And I hope that that is going to last as long as possible. Picked up a holy water, that's nice. I mean, we're still only 22 minutes in. The worst is yet to come. Our real field test is only beginning. At least for the moment. Not feeling too pressured. I still should play a bit more cautious. Like every now and then you see me just get in there. Because I really want to grab all the experience in here I can. Because I like to raise our power level to the highest. Look at our power level there. 176% might. There's the target. It's very good. It's very nice. I would love to have that on some of the other characters too, but you know, there's a pipe dream. Another green sachet of money. Oh yeah, they actually updated the icon for that. I think they did the same for the clover as well. Not sure if they did it for anything else too. Those are the ones that are just immediately recognized. I mean, it's kind of neat just because it kind of looks a bit more... It looks bigger, you know? The sack of money looks bigger. It makes me feel like I'm getting more money even though I'm not. Getting a pretty sizable amount of kills in here too. 53,000. Looks pretty nice to me. Could have been 500,000 too, but it's not quite that nice now, I think. And I kind of feel like as we... Yeah, there we go. As we continue going through the motions in here, the kill counter will probably not rise that much high up. Because while we still get more power, so do the enemies get more HP. It's kind of a wash here. There's another chest. More monies. I don't actually need to go for that anymore because I already have bought all the upgrades. But we do not know what kind of upgrades the developers might add at a later stage. And how expensive they are gonna be. So being diligent about the money, definitely still advised. Can't help but notice that even my Vandalier is moving very fast in here. The circle where the lasers are popping in. So I just have to run back and forth really quick to get maximum damage potential in here. But it feels like we are just not in any danger by these guys just because of how slow they move. They're just never really getting into me. Which I'm absolutely splendidly fine with. 6 minutes left. There should be something a bit more troublesome coming my way now. Some more of those Chewbacca looking guys. What would you even call these guys? They look like Chewbacca's to me. Chewbacca zombies, maybe? I don't know. That's fine, that's fine. As long as Han Solo doesn't know. As long as Han Solo doesn't know, we should be fine. Oh, Yoda. Yoda had pretty good ties to the Wookiees too. I remember that. I just want to change venues here for a little bit. Just because I want to explore the world, you know. I want to explore what this big green zone has in store for us. I want to find some more money. Find some more empowerment. And now we're surrounded. Oh, what are we gonna do? We're just gonna stand here. Just gonna stand here and let our lasers and birds do the talking. There it is. Okay, now the really annoying enemies are gonna come in here. And there's a boss. The 25-minute boss. I am not sure if we have what it takes to properly care for him. At least for the moment, doesn't feel too bad. He's down. Dealt with him just right. Gimme the items in here, and we have it. Oh yeah, this is definitely a very good character. This is definitely a very good character. I wouldn't even say that our build is ideal. But then again, we are level 109. We have 109% extra might. At this point, it barely matters what your actual build is. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine for sure. Feels good. And another big coin back. 6,000. It's a pretty small gain in total. But it has to serve. I was kind of worried about these big on lights over here. I thought that they might be able to just rush in all the way through to us. And I am happy to say that my worry was unwarranted. There's a big Gorgon yet again. She's still around? I don't see her anymore, but I'm pretty sure she did not drop a chest. Maybe she just didn't do it. Maybe there was just no chest to have. Might be. It can happen every now and then. Kinda would have loved to see this with the extra curse item in here as well. Maybe that's gonna be another run for another day too. Despite us having that high damage, I feel like the individual damage numbers of the lasers are not that high. For most characters, we would probably just have to actually halve it from what we have right now, which is not that much. But the coverage it provides is so good. I do not know if these lasers have any kind of knockback going for themselves, but if they do, combining it with garlic to make that knockback shine bright like a diamond, just keep you super safe, also sounds pretty nice. Maybe that's also gonna be a run for another day. So much stuff to do, so much potential to be reaped. We're getting towards the end game here. Very close towards the end game here. Only 2.5 minutes left before we have to go and fight death. And by fighting death, I mean we're gonna get slaughtered. We don't even have the clock lancet. So we have no way to stun him. And despite all the extra might, this is not a death kill run. It's the wrong map with the wrong damage items. And I feel like this character is definitely not gonna be one that would even have the potential to show death a really good time. There's now the second to final phase. And you can tell we're getting encircled a little bit more viciously now. And this is only the second to last wave. There's gonna be one even stronger wave than this. I'm just gonna stand here. I'm just gonna stand here and let the fates decide. We're still increasing our power level slowly but steadily by minuscule amounts. And it's actually good that these enemies are just so close to us, because now Vandalier can just roam around and deal all that damage without losing out on any beat. And because the enemies are dying so close to us, we don't even have to move much in order to pick up our EXP in here. But moving a little bit is still gonna be worthwhile. Level 128. Gotta say, a heavy curse pentagram run might actually be cool for this character because of how well he scales with levels. Maybe that's actually something I should pursue at some point. Kinda feels weird to have pentagram with this guy, because pentagram, it deals damage, but I don't think it really scales with damage because it just outright murders enemies. So the extra damage, it would look cool, but I don't think it would do that much. Okay, so these big statue guys, they are very sturdy. As you can see, they are getting way closer than I'm feeling comfortable with in here. Oh, they're still dying though. They're still dying though. We are not getting a reserve green shield. We're fine, we're fine, we're fine-ish. We are fine-ish. Fine-ish, fine-ish. We're good, 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 we're good. There's no stopping me. Only 20 more seconds. We have a lot of revives, so we can't die until this is over. But I don't want to die. I want to keep all of my revives until the very end. Not gonna lie, this is a lot closer than I feel comfortable with. They got my shield once, but it's already respawned. They got my shield again. One more second, we took damage. And we are safe. There's death. There's death. Death was just waiting for me. There goes one revive. I'm just happy we made it. Gonna keep on picking some more experience over here. See if we can maybe get some money. Get that chicken. Oh yeah, we get extra coin for every revive we use up in here. There's another one. Gracefully accepted, and we won't be getting more. There it is, 1100, and we quit. Let's look at the damage numbers. Vandalier was actually very good. 14,008k damage. I think I've never seen it deal that much damage. This was the perfect storm fight, especially towards the end. Labora, we didn't get the perfect setup for it. It was still doing God's work in here. That's just a testament to how good it is. Lightning Ring was surprisingly disappointing. How does it deal this little damage? Probably because everything else was already killed by the lasers. And speaking of the lasers, 14.1k. That's a lot more damage than I thought it would. And I kind of feel like that is the law of small numbers. It was mostly small numbers, but there were so many enemies everywhere. And we were just always attacking the entire map. So yeah, there you go. There's a new character for you guys. I thoroughly enjoyed playing him. I really did. And I think he's definitely a high-tier character. That's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video. But until then, have the greatest of days. And please do stay as awesome as you are.